Yesterday, the IDF destroyed a building in Gaza which housed Hamas operations. In that same building were the headquarters of Al Jazeera and AP. Quoting from an article in yesterday's newspaper, it says, "In light of the attack on the building in Gaza, Secretary of State Antony Blinken expressed his unwavering support to Associated Press President and CEO Gary Pruitt on Saturday, noting the indispensability of the reporting in conflict zones. The AP and Al Jazeera condemned the airstrike in strong terms. Pruitt called the strike an incredibly disturbing development. He said a dozen AP journalists and freelancers had been in the building but were evacuated in time. We are shocked and horrified that the Israeli military would target and destroy the building housing AP's bureau and other news organizations in Gaza. The world will know less about what is happening in Gaza because of what happened today." I think a more honest statement would be the following. We are shocked and horrified that Hamas would house their terrorist activities in a building where journalists have their offices and create a situation in which the Israeli military would need to target and destroy the building to save countless citizens of their country. The world will now know more about what is happening in Gaza because of what happened today. We are embarrassed that our news organization and journalists that use these offices to devote their time and energy to seeking the truth were not aware that Hamas was using the very same building for terrorist activities. We thank the Israel Defense Forces for enlightening us on this matter and for giving us and all the other inhabitants of the building ample warnings so that our staff could escape with our lives. Perhaps it's not a coincidence that after Operation Protective Edge in 2014, former AP reporter Mati Friedman wrote in The Atlantic, "Hamas understood that reporters could be intimidated when necessary and that they would not report the intimidation. The AP staff in Gaza City would witness a rocket launch right beside their office, endangering reporters and other civilians nearby, and the AP wouldn't report it, not even in AP articles about Israeli claims that Hamas was launching rockets from residential areas." I don't know if it's a coincidence that what happened in 2014 seems to be happening today, or whether the AP was actually just ignorant of what was occurring in that building. Either way, for them to be shocked and horrified that Israel would defend themselves and make sure that all the inhabitants of that building were saved is somewhat beyond belief. And I think we have to all be aware of the hypocrisy of some of these media outlets.